Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to every one of you, especially to our lecturer. So today, our group would like to present about our case study, which is about the roof of Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin Stadium collapsed 2 times due to a problem of the steel structure that holding up the roof. So basically, our group consists of 4 group members, which is the first one is Al-Hakim, second, Ahmad Farid, third, Muhammad Iskandar Shah, fourth, Scovin Ole Lawrence.
Hi, my name is Al-Hakim bin Mat Said. My matric number DE180214.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Farid bin Aziz. My matric number is DE180190.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Iskandar Shah bin Batisa. My matric number is CE190083.
Hello, my name is Scovin Ole Lawrence. My matric number is CE190077.
For the introduction, Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin Stadium is a multi-purpose stadium located in Kuala Nerus District, Terengganu, Malaysia. It was recently used for Al Football League and match. This stadium is the biggest capacity on the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia, with an intake of 50,000 spectators based on accommodation and size. The overall case study research focuses mainly on the Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin Stadium, which actually fell apart, injuring multiple employees as they attempt to tear apart the structure that was primarily there during the restoration work at the stadium. Okay, next for analysis root cause. From the beginning, the structure of the stadium that housed the entire stadium since 2008 was unstable, and subsequent research revealed evidence of the use insufficient material in constructing the structure that eventually collapsed the entire stadium.
So now I would like to present about ethics breach. There are 6 working ethics that had been outlined by the Malaysia Construction Industry Development Board, CIDB. The first one is honesty, second, compliance with the laws and regulations, third, respect, fourth, importance of quality, skills and standards, fifth, importance of safety, health and welfare, and the last one, 6, importance of environmental preservation. Next is about engineering or science solution. We have figured out several solutions, which is the first one, the civil and structure engineer needs to replan the roof structure's modification design. Next, during the roof installation, part by part control of all installations must be tightened. Next, the material utilized should only be approved when it suppresses the specifications indicated in the agreement before the particular project begins. Last one, during and after the construction is finished, the authorities need to inspect the roof.
Hello, back to me, Scovin. I will present about government policy. So for the government policy, we had Malaysia Construction Industry Development Board, or CIDB. So CIDB is a national body established by an Act of Parliament, Act 38 of 2000, to oversee the sustainability and growth of construction enterprises across the country. They form some authorization on law, guidelines and enforcement management that specialize to the construction works, which cover for all parties that involves in any development construction in Malaysia. So for CIDB Act 520 and amendment. Okay, so for this regulation, it was presented in 1994 with action to form the Malaysian Construction Industry Development Board, or CIDB, which offers CIDB skillful workers that related to the local construction industry and other things that is associated to the country. The amendment to this act also involves 3 main points, such as improve the construction quality through the registration of certification of skills, competency and construction personnel, assign a responsibility of managing and ensuring the safety of building and construction works during or after construction work or contractor and site managers. For the third, assure the quality of building materials through the setting and compliance follow the standards.
Right, next I want to present about the framework proposed. This framework proposed is a solution as a precise action with some improvising by the referring to the actual guideline on the approving the development project. First, compliances is being checked by the authority to ensure the quality. The authority is among the JKR and CIDB consultant. Next, while being checked by the authority, the installer certificate will be checked by the authority party. After that, the installer certificate need to be submitted to the method statement by authority. After the method statement successfully being approved, authority party will release the installation requirement and the procedure of installation. The installation will cover from the base structure, middle structure and finishing structure. After all installation success, the authority needs to check and doing inspection to every each of the installation structure. After the approval of overall installation structure, proceed to the next step, which is involving with the installation of other parts such as plumbing, electrical wiring and structure. All the installation is every aspect, including structure, plumbing, wiring, will be tested by every authority person that is in charge in their every specific work, such as contractor, consultant, draftsman, wireman, IR engineer and etc. All of the installment must reach the specification requirement that have been started. If some of the installment did not match the requirement, it must be done from the weekend spot. Conclusion for this project, the collapse of the roof of the Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin Stadium has a huge impact on all the people in Terengganu. Many of the future causes can be eliminated if the engineer and worker comply with the ethical guideline and prioritize the public safety instead of the individual importance. The more design and proposal are being considered and determine whether it's within the capacities of the firm contracting the contractor or otherwise. They not do the part that they are not competent and outsource it to be the specialty companies. The project being held and iteration should be made as soon as any sign or witness is observed. The company used suitable material instead of the one that did not comply with the design need. The quality inspection was done from time to time to ensure the standards are followed. Now we go for the question and answer. For the first question, why professional value and ethnic is important for engineer? I have 3 points. First, for the safety issue proposed, an engineer requires honestly, fairness, impartiality, equality and must be decided to the protection of the public health, safety and welfare. Engineering project can have a direct impact on the people's safety and because of that, they have to do the best and put the higher quality on the project. Second, as it can set a standard for professional behavior. For this point, I mean that integrity and honesty have very important to engineer behavior. The standard and professional behavior provide the people we working for and foundation of trust for engineer to operate the project and public best interest. Last but not least, it give the engineer to push back against the bad decision. Engineer will be working in the large company with large budget for the project. Before engineer making the decision, they will know the pros and cons for the upcoming result. Therefore, the foundation of ethnic encourages engineer to raise question and ensure the required degree of inspection is included in dangerous or unethical procedure.
The first example for this question is or be the company rules and regulation. The second one is communicate effectively to avoid misunderstanding when dealing with issues in the workplace. And the third one is develop professional relationship in the company with co-workers for good teamwork. Okay, the last one is take responsibility for decision made both individually and
For the question 3, what is the role of ethics in engineering? So the role of ethics in engineering is the service provided by engineer require honestly, impartiality, fairness and equality and must be dedicated to the protection of the public health, safety and welfare. Engineer must perform under a standard of professional behavior that requires adherence to the highest principle of the ethical conduct.
So for the last question is, what can happen if you break ethics as an engineer? The answer is you may receive a penalty, maybe a minor or major penalties. For minor penalties, you may receive oral and written warnings or reduced job privilege and responsibilities. For the major penalties is you may receive demotions, job transfer, pay reduction, or in the most extreme cases is termination.